welcome and join your blended family on the Beef Fams for a fun Friday in the house.
Raise the roof. Is that still a thing? Do people still raise the roof?
The roof. And you know how they come out and
and you're like,
hoo, hoo, hoo. Well, like the wrestling guy, and he says, "For you," or
no.
Whatever.
I don't like wrestling.
Yeah, well, it's a thing.
Anyway,
today's not even about wrestling, and
it is nothing.
Maybe we should do a Fun Friday wrestling event. So
one, I just said I don't like wrestling, and for two, I have zero idea where that would go because we've never had a wrestling date. But let's tell them what today really is about.
It's about mystery dates. Mystery. It's a mystery.
Are we going to tell them about mystery dates, or are we going to go to a commercial? We call them commercials.
We'll be right back after this commercial.
Right back after this.
All right, welcome back. Did y'all see what we did there? We went straight to commercial.
Oh, man. He froze, and I was like, is he still playing, or what's happening here? But, man, yes, so.
We're Fun Friday. I mean, this is about fun. We just know that whenever you're having fun in life, when you're having fun with your family, there's just more joy, there's more happiness, and man, it does a heart good.
And really coming here and talking to you guys and making these podcast episodes, it's on the top of what Randall and I like to do as far as our enjoying your blended family business. Coming here, especially these Fun Fridays. We love the Mondays because we know that it's helping you practically behind the scenes in your day-to-day life. But these Fridays giving you ideas to do things different in your family. So maybe today's date or fun family opportunity you have never heard of before.
It's a FunFamOp. FunFamOp. That's what it is.
Those are not my favorite.
But, it's when you do something new with each other. We get stuck in the same routine so much. I've watched Netflix over and over and over again, right? But whenever we do new things together, it creates stronger bonds. It creates stronger relationships because now we're laughing over new experiences. So that's kind of what this is all about. Like you were saying, it's about giving you new ideas maybe you haven't done before, or reminding you of something that you can do again that you hadn't done in a while.
Which in today's episode is something that we have done a handful of times, but we haven't done in a while. And I'm actually like, we need to put one of those in the works.
Yeah.
So are we ready to tell them? Have we drugged this out?
Mystery date.
It's a mystery date.
It's a mystery.
So in the, what you usually hear them called, it's a murder mystery date. But if murder sounds scary to you, I mean, I like to watch psychological thrillers, and I like to watch criminal stuff.
She feels like she's a detective, and she loves solving the crimes.
Yes, I love Criminal Minds and SVU.
She would be like, "Oh, it was this person, that person, this person.
How to get away with murder."
And it's like, just go get you a badge, dang.
Yeah, and I like to figure it out before anybody else. So this is perfect up my alley. If you're the person that likes to watch all those type things that I just listed out, or like Randall was saying, where you like to try to figure things out, doing things like a murder mystery is right on point. If you have kids that like to figure that out, especially your teenagers that love listening to podcasts or YouTube videos of the serial killer stuff and trying to figure those things out,
or just watching shows like that.
Well, a lot of the teenagers watch it on YouTube. Right. Yeah, they're really into watching these YouTubers figuring it out. And
I'm glad we're on YouTube.
What? Oh, that was a shameless plug that we are on YouTube.
We are on YouTube, so they can watch this one.
And don't pay any attention to this shelf behind me that looks really bad because we're moving and all the real decorations are off, and I try to do something with it, and this is what we got.
But that's okay. But we do call it a mystery day because not all of them are about murder. So if solving crimes and stuff like that isn't your thing, they've got these same things that we're going to talk about. They have them just as you're trying to solve something else. It's not murder related. So, they do go both ways. That's kind of why we called it mystery date.
Yeah.
But you want to tell them what it's about?
Yes. So a murder mystery date, you can get these. Wait, am I just telling them
Well, Okay, let's give them an overview of what this is. So what this is.
Oh, so I can go now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready. So what it is you can go online, okay? So you just like type in murder mystery themed parties, like at-home parties. And some creative genius has laid out this entire mystery for you and packaged it in a way that you can purchase to use with your family. And so when you get it, it's going to have characters listed on there. And you can usually, like, the lowest number you probably want is like 4, but one of them I was looking at, it goes all the way up to like 300. So you're probably not going to need that many, but you can make it work for the amount of people that you have. And each character has like a little profile attached to it so that you're reading and like, okay, so you're going to be this person, you're going to be this person, you're going to be this person. And then what's really cool is they come in different themes, and there's like hundreds out there, guys, probably thousands of these mystery dates. And so you find one that goes along with the theme that maybe fits whatever you're doing. Like we did one time and it was 80s, because really anytime we can dress up 80s, we're about it.
It's a win.
It's a win.
It is a win, and we won that night. I mean, I don't know if we really won. Our costumes were on point, though.
They were on point because I went extra because it was an 80s high school reunion, and we were the hosts of this party, and so we chose who was what. We were both band
students,
band nerds. I was going to call them because I wasn't in band.
So we were asking around like on Facebook and everything, hey, anybody got like their old band outfit?
No, I borrowed them from the high school.
Oh, that's right.
Because Devin was in band at the time. So I went and borrowed 2 band
Because we go extreme,
costumes.
y'all. We go extreme.
But
I had my old trumpet from high school and everything, and I was like playing it that night, and it was so fun.
I mean, we had the hats with the feathers, whatever those things are called.
The plumes.
But yeah, and other people, they had different parts, so they just had like full like 80s type, your colorful teased hair and all of this type outfits.
Well, before we go too deep into that, so just giving you the overview of that. So you get this package. It's normally like a PDF and everything. You'll buy this. It's got everything laid out, but you'll invite people over to your house. This is for anybody. This is for like if you want to do this with your family. So you got a family of 4, 5, 6. What a great thing for a blended family for y'all to do. Right. So you're hosting a party basically, and it lays it all out for you. So you'll figure out who's coming. Maybe this is a couples night. We've done this as a bunch of us couples, parents coming together and hosting a party. And you normally do this over dinner. So you'll have it's like a dinner date. You can do like a potluck to where everybody brings a dish or something of that nature, depending on who you're doing this with. You don't want to ask your kids, or maybe you do. Maybe you're like, hey, kids, y'all are bringing a dish to this, and see what they do. When you get a lot of mac and cheese or something.
The kitchen up.
It'd be all like microwave mac and cheese, like set out and everything. But it's for anybody. Maybe it's your friends. This is a cool thing too, even as maybe birthday parties. We've done this for our kids' birthday parties and things like that.
Let your kids invite their friends, or invite your niece and nephews and aunts and uncles, like bring in everyone. And we did it for my 30th birthday party, and it was a lot of fun to have all the adults show up dressed up. But then I turned around that same season, because we were in the murder mystery season, and bought a package for my daughter, and she was like 10 at the time, I think. And it was very low scale, what you do for a 10-year-old than what you're doing for the adults, but it was just as fun. They still talk about it and remember it.
Oh yeah. So, that's you got your party. You're doing it over a dinner, but everybody comes dressed up in character of their choosing. They get their characters ahead of time, and they get to choose how they want to dress up as their character. You're coming together, and you're coming in that character. Like I'm acting, but you're just being funny with what you are. You normally have things that you're saying throughout the night, and then at the whole night, basically, you're trying to figure out, you're trying to solve the mystery, you're trying to solve the crime. Then at the end, everybody kind of goes around to say, okay, who do you think did it? And you give your opinion, why? And then the host then will unveil the answer, and then you're all like, oh my God, I can't believe her, I got it right, and oh dang, I thought it was this person.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be, it can get as extreme as you want, but when the murder happens and stuff, it's not like when you're watching on TV and the person has to fall down on the ground and, now you have like an outline and that kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be as extreme as that. But like, I think we turned the lights down and stuff or blinked them. And
yeah, just turn them on and off real quick.
And then we didn't want that person to have to like go without being a part of the crowd the rest of the night. So then they were just a ghost. Not really. Or they were just there, but not really participating. And you don't have to memorize a lot of stuff.
You don't have to memorize
They
anything,
have things written out, but you just read over it real quick. And you start with a piece of it. So like for ours, we started it out, the one we hosted, the more recent one that I'm thinking of, we sent that out like on a Facebook. I sent it off to them on Messenger or in text message. So you send them that and they read this little outline of their description, like you're dating this person. It's probably good if you're inviting couples over that you pick two people that are married to be. But
if they're couples in character, you want to send. You don't want to do a mix match. That could get a little weird.
Yeah, and another just pro tip, if you have a friend that's kind of flaky, don't pick that one for like one of the main characters. Give them like an extra part.
That's just true.
Side note, FYI.
Not that we've ever had that happen before.
But then you just read over it and you come with these like things in mind that you're supposed to talk about or say. And then as the night progresses, your host will give envelopes out and you just take it out. It's a short little like, ask these questions or make sure you speak these things out. So maybe you have to mention that your Aunt Sally left you a fortune when she passed away or something. So you just have something that you have to keep saying over and over. Someone might come ask you a question and you have the answer to it on there.
And you're doing it in conversation. So throughout the night, you're conversating with everybody. And they're normally your friends, so you normally know them, or they're your family. And you're saying, hey, so how are you doing? Tell me something new about you. Tell me something good. Something like that. And they've already read their character, so they're spitting out a few of the highlights of that, and then they're hearing from you, and then you're going and talking with someone else because really you're trying to get the insight from everybody. And trying to hear them because you're trying to solve this thing.
I really want to do a murder mystery
it's so great. But
soon.
The cool thing is if you're the host, now it goes both ways. And it'll tell you. It gives you everything. I mean, you don't have to think or do hardly anything. It walks you through everything. That's what's so cool about them. But it will tell you up front. It's like, okay, you're the host. Do you want to know who do you want to know the end of the story or do you not? So you can do it both ways to where you can still participate through the night and not know who the murderer was or what the mystery was, the solution or whatnot. So you can still play that by how you read it. And they'll tell you, okay, well, just don't read this part. Or you could be the host where, you know it all and you're just kind of stepping back and giving everyone else the characters and leading. But throughout the night, it has like certain things as you were telling them that it's like cutouts. You cut out what that person's supposed to say in round one, you put it in an envelope, and you got a bunch of envelopes for all your characters. And so round one, normally it's, whatever it says, 15 minutes in or something. So you're kind of watching the clock, 15 minutes goes by, and then you just start nonchalantly handing out envelopes to people as they're all talking to everybody. They're getting it, they're reading it, and they're like, okay, I got to say Aunt Sally gave me a fortune. Okay, cool. So now they're in a conversation and be like, my Aunt Sally, she left me a fortune, let me tell you. And well, how much? Well, it was a fortune, or whatever. And then round two, same thing, round three, and, however many rounds or what it ends up being. And, you do that throughout the night as you're conversating, you're learning more about everybody. And then you're starting to write down who you think did it and why you think they did it. And also, like, say we've done the packages before to where it had so many characters and we ended up having a few more people than how many characters. They all have it to where you can add on characters. So as a host, they're not going to be the ones who did it, but you're creating the character.
Yeah, don't tell them, hey,
you're an extra. Don't make that mistake. I think we did that during the party.
I probably did. I have a big mouth.
And it's like, oh, really? Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I see where I fall in the food chain.
It's probably because they weren't very dependable. Hang on. We'll be right back.
It's time to have some more blended family fun. Yeah, are you ready?
What was that?
I've been really working on this song. What do you think?
Sure. It's great, babe.
Well, it goes along with how to enjoy your blended family. You know, the 5 dates to discover fun in your step family, the greatest thing since sliced bread for blended families.
Okay, I get it now. I feel your excitement. But why don't you tell them about it instead of singing it to them?
Wow. Okay, shut me down. Why don't you? All right, let me try. When you have more fun together, you see less blended family drama. But we can get so caught up in life and problems that we miss out on really enjoying our family. So we'll walk you through 5 dates where you'll discover more fun your family loves and have a great plan to keep it going. How's that?
Pretty good. Short and sweet. I know that got them way more excited about all the fun possibilities they can experience with their family than your song did.
What? Seriously?
Well, you could have also told them that it not only creates more fun in their whole family doing this, but it also adds more fun in their marriage and gives them new ways to connect with their kids individually. It's also great for building that step-parent relationship. You could have said all that too.
I don't think you really appreciated all the work that I put in on that song.
Anyways, How to Enjoy Your Blended Family, 5 Dates to Discover Fun in Your Step Family is available for you today. Discover more fun and you'll see less problems. The link to get started is in the show notes of this episode.
Have more fun with your blended family and go on these 5 dates today. You'll be so glad you did. Yeah, yeah.
Really? You had to go there again. Let's get back to this episode.
But it really is. It leaves flexibility and it really does all the work for you. There's just mild preparation that you have to do.
Yeah, it gives you like printouts and you can use them all or you cannot. Like the latest one that we did, that was the 80s theme. And again, just love anything 80s. They had these printouts they look like cassette tapes from the 80s. And so I just went over to the dollar store and bought a bunch of those little tiny composition journals and slapped that on the top of it, like glued it on there. And so that's what they were writing their notes in. And then that's just something that they can take with them as like a host
reminder.
Gift or something. We've had people go, one of them was like going for president. Remember that? Yeah. And so we're at this high school reunion. That's the theme. And he was now running for president. He had buttons made.
He did.
Vote for whatever his character's name was. It was handing out buttons.
Buttons to everybody.
It was awesome.
Legit. It was really cool. That's the fun thing about it is you leave it to them to add to whatever they want. They may not even come in character or dressed up, and that's fine, whatever. They're lost. But if
they're lost, you suck. You're lame.
Your costumes are better. Costumes are life, man.
Or it's like, great costume. I'm not in costume. Oh,
well, cool.
Okay.
Sorry.
I really like your
You want
loafers.
some Jell-O? But it really is. You give it to them and you let them run with it. Some will go all extreme, some won't, and that's fine. But y'all come together and you're going to have a blast.
Yeah.
It's really more just the hangout and you're doing it over something different that you normally wouldn't do. We have walked away. We've done a handful of these, and every time we walk away from it, we're like, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
Everybody walked away with smiles on their face.
So much for they're usually asking us in a year or so, like, are we going to do another one of those? If you were like a youth leader or you host some sort of like gather of group, like this is a great way to bond your group. Because you learn a lot about people when you put them in these type of situations.
It really is. It's relationship building at its finest, or should I say at its funnest.
Yes.
So, it really is a fun way to have a hangout that you normally wouldn't do, right? This is something that we normally don't do that often. But what a fun thing. Everyone's going to walk away remembering it and cherishing it. And what more do we want in our blended families than that kind of stuff? Yeah,
and especially like this time of year where we're going into the fall season, the Halloween season, and a lot of people, you have your
even Christmas themes and stuff like that. They got all kinds of things.
There is. Thank you for jumping the gun on that.
Sorry. It's like I was getting there and you ruined it.
Well, what I was going to say, like a lot of times, like especially with like Christianity and holidays like Halloween, you want to make it a fun time. You don't want to feel like your kids are like missing out on like what other people do. You're able to like dress up. You're in costume. You're doing stuff that's building these relationships and this community inside your family, but you're also doing something that's y'all's. So maybe you don't go out trick-or-treating, but you do these mysteries each time around this year, or for your family gathering Christmas party that you do the Christmas theme. And like Randall was saying, they don't have to be murder related. It could be that something went missing, someone stole something.
Oh, Donner disappeared. Where did Donner go?
Where could he be? And it's really he's just trapped in the stables the whole time.
Yeah, he was in the closet eating all the chocolate.
And they do, you can, like the one we were looking at earlier, I think it was Mystery. Did you write it down? Yeah, mymysteryparty.com. When you go on there, they have for kids, for teenagers, for adults.
So there's no affiliation there. That's just one of those, you can do a quick Google, murder mystery dates, things like that. That's one of the big ones that will pop up that you could use. There's many others. They all run different pricing depending on how big and how many characters, how elaborate it is. But you're going to spend maybe $30, $30 to $60, somewhere around there on this.
I've never spent more than $60. So.
And the cool thing is with this, if you do it right, you can still have it for maybe another time, another group of people.
Yeah.
That's also, but then you would definitely know who did it and whatnot. But
or
you can
you
still
and another
use it.
couple, like we have someone that she does this with her family each Halloween. And so that's what had given me that idea. But then when it came time to when I needed one, I was like, hey, can I have yours? And so she just gave it to me. And so you can use.
You can do swaps.
Share with each other and swap.
Hey, let's do a mystery swap.
There you go.
And you can. So it's cool. And a lot of times it's all digital. So you can just email it to them.
Yeah, they are digital files.
So cool. Such a great idea. We've done so many of these. We've done the carnival theme. We've done the, well, we didn't talk about the carnival theme, but that one was fun. I think you were the comedian. We had a what did we have? We had a magician. I was a rock and roll person. So I came in with like some, okay. I came in with girl jeans.
Or I was like, are you waiting for me to call you out?
It was stone washed. I couldn't find anything that was tight like the old 80s rock and roll hairband would wear.
We got some good use out of those girl pants that he wore as guy pants multiple times.
And I had like a Def Leppard shirt with the sleeves cut off, and I had my guitar. Yeah, I was rocking it that night, but everybody was coming in their characters. So that was a fun night. We've done it with the kids. We've done it with our youth leader group.
You can even do this if you don't want to have it in your house and host it that way. They do have them out in like your community. We've done one in a boat before.
That was
do you remember
fun.
that?
Yep, that
and
was
so
fun.
you don't really do any prep there. You just
show
go
up,
and they
dinner.
give you some costumes, and while you're eating, the boat's going around, and you have some people that are there like as actors, I guess.
Yeah.
It's their part, and they just have you helping play the part.
They're everywhere. So just check it out, quick Google search, and man, I'm telling you, you will have a blast. So definitely do that. Do a murder mystery.
Do it. Just
or do a mystery date. Make it a mystery. A mystery. Come on, you can say it.
Mystery.
Mystery. There it is. There it is.
Like this, a mystery.
A mystery. Well, listen, we love you, and we will see you on the next episode. Okay?
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope this episode has been a blessing and encouraged your family journey.
Make sure you stay connected with us and join our weekly Blended Family newsletter. We send an email out every Friday morning full of support and encouragement.
And when you join, we also want to give you a free gift. So go get yours today. The link is in the show notes below.
Have an amazing day. Remember to enjoy the journey with your blended family, and we'll see you on the next episode.